I've recorded so much footage so far, but I haven't commentated over any of it. I'm very far behind, but let's get to it and hopefully we can catch up. As you can see, the most significant change is my prayer level. I bought a bunch of dragon bones and trained on the wilderness altar to get to level 46. It took about 200 dragon bones, I think. I'm not exactly sure the exact number. We're going to start off by doing the Lost Tribe. I really like the goblin quests. They're fun quests. They're kind of nostalgic quests for me. Now we're going to come back to this later. But Bob the Axe Merchant is very aggressive in his response to what happened in the Lumbridge basement. We'll see how he responds to cave goblins later when we do the next quest with Zanuck. Also, what I'm wondering is, in these caves, what made these bones? What animals were these? These are the cave goblin caves. There are no cave goblins here. I assume they all moved to Dorgish Khan. That's why they're all hiding there. They vacated tunnels. But where do these bones come from? What do they kill to make these things? And then I fall down a pit. Oops. So we finish the quest and we meet with Duke Horatio with the cave goblins to negotiate a peace treaty. Because burrowing into someone's basement is an act of war. We finish the quest. What's done is done. We're all happy. So now we're moving on to Rune Mysteries. This quest was changed in 2012. Much like Prince Ali's Rescue, it was a double bill quest, but we're only going to do one of these quests. The reason why we want to do this quest now is because it is a requirement for the next quest we're going to do, which is probably my favorite quest in the entire game. It is a White Knight quest. It gives us quite a bit of Slayer experience, so it's definitely worth doing at early levels. And for whatever reason, just like the Goblin quests, it's incredibly nostalgic for me. It takes you across the entire game. You never know where you're going to go. It's just very fun. So we finish Rune Mysteries, and then we finally do the Enter the Abyss mini quest. This isn't the quest I was talking about, but I forgot that I had to do this quest in the meantime. So all that build up, and we have to knock this requirement out of the way. But we do that, that's all fine, and we move on to Wanted. Wanted is probably my favorite quest in the whole game. Not While Gothic Sleeps, not Ritual of the Majorat, none of those. Wanted. Because Wanted has this lovely cohesive story where you're pretty much playing as a secret agent and you're chasing down an evil wizard. It's super fun. I really love it. Solus Delagar, especially if you read the lore about this guy, apparently, in the lore, he killed like hundreds of people in Edgeville before it was called Edgeville. So, this is a serious guy. It's a shame he was undone in such a low-level quest. I feel like he should definitely be a stronger villain than he is, given what he's done in the lore, and being that he's such a powerful wizard. So we got an eye patch, which means we have to go to Karamja. And then he casts Teleother on us, even though we have Accept Aid off. This is how powerful this wizard is. He can break the game rules. We get a cape. Okay, so that sends us to the Champions Guild. Not a very distant place, not a very exotic place, but a place nonetheless. And if you don't have 33 quest points while you're doing this, you got to get 33 quest points so you can get into the guild. Fortunately, we have 33 quest points because we've spent the last 3 episodes, which are the only other episodes, doing quests specifically. I like quests. Quests are very good things to do in these games. It unlocks places, it unlocks content, it unlocks methods of transportation. Always do your quests. The next item we get is a cream hat. Seems like a very inconvenient material to make a hat out, but the only people who would make an inconvenient hat like that would be the gnomes. So we go to the gnome stronghold, and because this is the first time we've been here, we have to talk to the lady gnome outside the place and get into the gnome stronghold. I think her name is Femi. I think that was her name. Yes, Femi. Dead or alive, you're coming with me, because we're Robocop. And then he attacks us with Flames of Zamorak without the Flames of Zamorak's staff. So imagine this is 2006 when you need that staff. If you're doing this quest when you're a low level as well, you've never seen that spell before. So, ooh, what's this magic he's using? Ooh, how intriguing. What are these spells? All I've ever done was cast fireballs out of my hands that looked like I was chucking a dodgeball. Needless to say, we get a bone spear. Now this is always the same one. That's why you gotta do Lost Tribe before you can do this quest. Got a bone spear, so we have to go to the Dorgishan mines. And we get hit for all of our health except for just a little bit, which must scare many, many hardcore Iron Men. This poor maiden was kidnapped by Solus Delagar. And we finally found her. But oh no, it's actually him. He tricked us. What a villain. And now he's gonna backpedal away into the mine because this game is weird sometimes. Oh, there he goes. Okay, he's gone. We get ourselves a pair of toad legs, and I feel really bad for the toad that lost its legs due to his teleport. We go to where the toads are, we find Solus once again, but this time he summons a Black Knight to fight us. Fortunately, Black Knights are weak to magic, and our character is basically magic-based, so we take out the Black Knight quite easily. Unfortunately, as soon as you defeat the Black Knight, you get put into a sort of cutscene conversation deal. We're getting attacked by these big frogs while talking to Savant. It's quite frustrating because there's nothing I can do about it. So I just have to wait and keep getting hit, and I don't know how much I'm getting hit for. What's going to happen when we come out of this cutscene? If I were a hardcore Iron Man, I'd be panicking. As you can see, they brought me down to quite low health. But we survived, and we made it to the Pure Essence Mine, where Sol's Delagar retreated to. Now, this part of the quest was very memorable for me way back when, because I knew about ancient magics at the time, but I didn't know where we got them, and I didn't know really what they were. But he uses Ice Barrage on like 12 knights and kills them all in one hit, which makes you think, oh, this is going to be a difficult fight, but it's not a difficult fight at all, unfortunately. And because this is such an old quest, these guys are kind of holding their bows and arrows in a manner not recommended, which is probably why they all got bodied. So we take out Sol's Delagar, it's not really much of an issue. He dies, we get his hat, and so we take the hat to Ceramic Vase, we complete the quest, and we get 5,000 Slayer XP. I also forgot to record the beginning of Elemental Workshop 1, but we started it, completed it, really easy, lots of XP. Now, Elemental Workshop 2. This one is a little bit tedious because you have to send the bar on the conveyor belts and pull the levers and turn the wheels and crunch and munch and everything. But we finish it and that's fine. We get a nice chunk of XP. And we decide to do a little bit of smithing in the meantime. This is exciting. We finished the clue scroll. We're gonna get yeah. Okay. So fishing contest. We want to get some fishing XP. Why train low-level skills when you can just do a quest that has no real requirement and get a ton of XP? We get almost 2,500 XP from this quest, and that gets us a few levels. Shield of Arav. We want to do this quest so we can get more kudos at the museum, because we need 50 kudos to do the Varrock Easy Diary. I want to do the Varrock Easy Diary so we can have a teleport right to the Grand Exchange. Azil Cult is another quest, which gives kudos when we talk to Historian Minus, or whatever his name is. Here's a little thing that I love. If you play old school and don't play RuneScape 3, check this out. You can walk around the north part of the clock tower. It's great. You don't have to walk around it. We finish Azil Cult. We side with the bad guys. So we get some thieving XP, a quest point, and so we can get the 5 kudos at the museum. We also hit the next quest point milestone, which means we can get another dive from May's quest caravan, giving us 250k and a black plate body H4, which is one fortunate component, which is worth 1 mil. To do more of the Varrock Easy Diary, we have to go through the Strongholds of Security, and of course when we get to the end, we claim the rainbow boots because why would you pick anything else? And we also perform the 4 modes down here because that's another task in the achievement diary. Well, I guess they're not called achievement diaries anymore, but the task list, the Varrock task list. You have to perform all 4 of the Stronghold emotes at the bottom of the Stronghold to get the achievement completed. I believe it's one of the medium achievements. Not super important right now because we're not going to be getting the medium achievement diary yet, but we got it out of the way. We talked to Rat Burgess, and he gives us the Varrock Armor 1 and an XP lamp, but most importantly, we can change our teleport location from the center of Varrock to the Grand Exchange. This way we don't need to get like a Ring of Fortune to teleport to the Grand Exchange. Some other benefits that we get from the Varrock Armor 1 is double ore chances from copper to coal. We get some bonuses to smelting, bonuses to smithing, bonuses to getting Skull Scepter parts. That's all great, but that's not what we got it for. More specifically, we wanted the ability to toggle the Varrock teleport to the Grand Exchange entrance, but also we have the ability to use the Edgeville Furnace now. That's a pretty close furnace to a bank, at least until we unlock, I believe, Shiloh Village. I think that's a closer furnace. Mostly that would be used for crafting jewelry. We're not doing that right now, so we don't have to worry about it too much. And check out the teleport. We get right to the Grand Exchange without having to run anywhere. Monk's Friend. Quick quest, easy quest, 2,000 woodcutting XP, really good for low levels. One question I have to wonder though, why is this ladder invisible? It's part of this quest. This is the only time it's ever used. Why is it invisible? What's so special about it? Why can't you see it unless you're right next to it? I don't know. Here's a party. Takes way too long. Come on, guys. Let me leave. Tree Gnome Village. We're right near there, so we're going to knock this out really quick. 11,000 attack XP? Absolutely. I thought the Warlord was going to be harder to kill, but I was wrong. He's very easy to kill because he was weak to magic, specifically air spells, which is what we're using since we get free air runes. So we finish the quest, and we get a nice helping of attack XP and 2 quest points instead of the usual 1. So then I thought maybe we should train up some agility a little bit. So we go to the Brimhaven Agility Arena to get some tickets. I believe there are some Karamja tasks we have to do while we're here. But it turns out you basically can't do any of the obstacles with a low level. So I looked up the best way to level at this low level. And it turns out it's running up and down this trellis at the watchtower. Go figure, huh? So this is apparently 10,000 XP an hour, which at level 19 is significant. So we're going to do this until we get to level 25. Because at level 25, it'll unlock the ability to do another quest. Try to guess what quest it is. The Grand Tree. Now what's nice about this quest is it gives a bunch of quest points, but it also gives a decent chunk of agility XP and a hefty combat XP lamp. Oh, Anita. My sweet, sweet Anita. What is there for me to say that everyone isn't already aware of? Oh, my sweet Anita. So anyway, Gloff 6, a black demon on us, and we safe spot it, take care of it, and then Gloff runs into a wall and vanishes. So that was interesting. We finished the quest, got a combat XP lamp, and if I remember correctly, we used that XP lamp on magic. But I don't remember because I recorded this a week ago. And we're back in the Artisan's Workshop, relaxing, doing some easy smithing because I wanted to take a break from quests. Why are we smithing? Because we can. Another clue. What are we gonna get? Oh. Wait, maybe if we reroll, we'll get something good. Huh? Ooh. We did. We got 2 fortunate components and a master clue. Now, we're not going to be able to do the master clue. I think that much is obvious since our total level is, what, 600? So we traded in for an easy clue, and maybe we'll get another fortunate component from this easy clue. Let's see. No. Okay. Well, we got some biscuits. That's Wolf Whistle. We want to start summoning, and this quest gives us a nice starting chunk of XP and 275 gold charms. Definitely worth doing before you start doing any summoning. So we take those gold charms, and we immediately use the gold charms on Dreadfowls so we can get to a high enough level so we can do Bringing Home the Bacon, which requires 14 summoning. I hate this quest. It is dumb. It is a quest that was just made because of the whole her bacon meme. Everybody loves bacon. It's stupid because, oh, yay, pigs, what are they good for except for bacon, even though pigs are adorable, cute little creatures, and, oh, they're so fluffy. Have you ever seen a baby pig? You know, they're fluffy and cute, and they just want to be pet. They're like little dogs. They're so cute. I love them. I really do. But we finished the quest, and whatever. We got some construction, farming, and summoning XP. So here we are, using the Taverley method for summoning. We're making some granite crabs. This method is pretty simple. Most people watching this probably already know it. You sell some items to pick up sticks. You make the pouch, and then you sell the pouch back to them. You recoup some of the loss that you accrue from selling and then buying the item back, but it's not a perfect transaction. So you do lose a little more gold than you would if you ran to and from the bank. It's just quicker this way. And since we're only doing about 200 gold charms, the loss of cash isn't that significant. And we got a lot of cash going because of all the fortunate components we're getting from the clue scrolls. Guys, do your clue scrolls. Easy clue scrolls give you a pretty good chunk of gold because they're very quick to do. And the fortunate components are worth a mill, whether you get it from a hard clue or an easy clue. Do your clues. Easy clues are great. Trust me. Here's something I realized. The fastest teleport to a bank we can get right now, before we can get War's Retreat, that teleport, would be the Wilderness Sword. The Wilderness Sword from the Easy Wilderness Diary has infinite teleports to Edgeville. It's not in the bank, but it's near a bank, right? So here I am doing the wilderness tasks. We just finished up with 50 memories from the rift in the wilderness, and now we're doing the really weird lever task. I don't know why this is here. Basically, you gotta pull the levers 10 times, so you gotta run back and forth multiple times and pull the lever. I don't know why this was added to the wilderness. This seems weird. Seems pointless, but you gotta pull the levers and then you can do the task and then you get the reward for the task. Why is this here? What does it do? You don't get any rewards for anything. It's just a task to be a task. So we come to Mr. X after completing the diary and we get the sword. The sword gives us free teleports to the herb patch and to Edgeville. It also gives us the ability to locate the Hellfire Bow and the Wildy Worm if one is spawned. I don't know if we're going to focus too much on that since I think the Hellfire Bow is a tier 90 weapon and the Wildy Worm is a very high level enemy. We're probably not going to go into the wilderness much anyway. I don't care for the wilderness in this game. So we get the items, get some antique lamps. We use them on agility since training agility at low levels sucks and training agility at high levels sucks. No one likes training agility. Agility sucks. Death to the Dorgeshan. This will give us access to Dorgesh Khan. It's everybody's favorite goblin Zanuck. She's been remade 3 or 4 times, so there's 3 or 4 of her models floating around Galenor somewhere. Here's her first model. Her other model is in the Warforge, and she has another model that shows up during the Mighty Fall quest. And that one's kind of weird, although to be honest with you, it looks creepy because she's a cave goblin. Things that live in darkness generally aren't pretty. And now we're here with Bob again, who is super aggressive towards Zanuck because he hates goblins. I'm surprised he is not with Ham, unless maybe he is and we never find out. Ooh, deep cuts, deep lore, who knows. Here's our fight with Sigmund. Because he hates goblins, he'd rather protect from the goblins than from the guy that's murdering him. But he uses a ring of life and gets out of here. Because he must be a hardcore Iron Man. And keeps a ring of life on him at all times. Although, frankly, if rings of life were real, I'd probably always be wearing one myself. With the quest completed, we finally have access to Dorgesh Khan, which was basically Prifddinas before Prifddinas came out. That actually makes me wonder, did Keldagrim come out before or after Dorgesh Khan? I think it was after. So Keldagrim was the Dorgesh Khan of the dwarves. And then Prifddinas was the Keldagrim of the elves. And then Menaphos was the Prifddinas of the desert. Are we gonna finally get the Menaphos of the gnomes? Are we gonna get Aprosandra? Or whatever the name of that city was? I think it's Aprosandra. I'd like to see it. That'd be fun. Well, either way, we've done quite a lot in this episode. So what I'm gonna do is level up my fire making with these logs in my inventory. I believe at the time of my recording this, I was planning on getting 49 fire making so I could do Tears of Guthix. At the time of me recording this audio, I've yet to do Tears of Guthix because I forgot. Oh well. Thanks for watching. Take care.